Good evening and welcome back. Last map of the evening is ahead. It is going to be FaZe versus North still. This time it's going to be on Mirage. These two teams have a lot of things to play for as the playoffs come into a little bit of a better picture. We've seen those standings throughout the day. They look kind of crazy. But either way.
Pretty tight.
This is a map, Chad, that the FaZe enjoys.
Yeah, I do enjoy a bit of Mirage, and so do FaZe. It's one of their best maps, I would say. You know, the way that they approach it, it can be relatively individual once you get a certain amount of territory. I think FaZe are a team who, once they can, you know, get out of those initial choke points, get a little bit of room to work with on their T side, can find a lot of frags individually. You know, you don't need a lot of teamwork or cohesion for these guys once you give them a little bit of room. On their CT side as well, I like how they move the AWP around. You know, Nico can take it. He takes it relatively aggressive from time to time. How they can move Aloe around to ticket booth and swing Nico into window with the rifle. Sometimes I think that's a great adjustment as well. And then you've got Karrigan over that B bomb site taking the liberty to be relatively aggressive up in the apartment. So they have like a good mix of players here, and with Keo, you know, being a superstar at the moment, it's
pretty nice,
looking even better for him. Yeah,
it's all looking great. And then with North Lauren, I mean, this is a map where like their stars really shine on this map.
And this is the one that made everyone kind of turn their heads initially with like MSL and people like that. You know, the way he was kind of approaching it and very strategic, very kind of I guess scripted almost. The approach to it. You know, the pistol rounds were absolutely phenomenal. The hits towards A were something that people looked at and went, that's kind of cool, kind of quirky. Almost you saw those like triple nades towards CT while still smoking out like I think it was jungle and stairs. It was just this really nice piece, and that was one of the ones. I guess it was during Dignitas, I think it was, during that sort of era of them. Yeah. And obviously leading into North, it's always been a very good map with them. They have lost a couple of times, I think, to like SK before and Na'Vi, but that's nothing to, you know, be too worried about. Those two are incredibly good at it as well. So, yeah, big map for these guys.
Well, I mean, that being said, Chad, I know you have a cool little clip ski for us.
I just touched on it there about Karrigan being aggressive in the B halls. On both of these teams, they have players that like to do this. MSL for the North side, sorry, and Karrigan for FaZe's team. And what they do is they basically like to go aggressive on the B apartments here. This one is a bit more delayed because Karrigan is harassed at the start. But when teams do the default on the T side, they don't tend to, you know, send someone super aggressive picking into the B part of the map early because a lot of utility is used to stop rushes and stuff. So you've seen like an adjustment from CT sides going a bit more aggressive in this position, pushing up, using deeper smokes. And what you see happen is here, I like this one because it's a mid-round one. Keo is going to throw a really deep smoke for Karrigan right now. He's able to push up, get a lot of information, and the B split that's going to come in from Hellraisers is completely stifled by his position, and things get slowed down. But my point here is the battle for this. How are they going? Each team going to deal with it? Because they're going to know MSL is going to push. They're going to know Karrigan's going to push. Are they going to go aggressive to stop this early and, you know, make sure that he's too scared to do so? Are they going to try and bully these players? Are going to pick on them? So this for me is like going to be a highlight point. Is it going to be exploited? And I guess, you know, only time will tell, Jason.
Only time will tell. That's a good place to leave that. That's a pretty cool smoke though, Lauren.
Yeah,
You're
I really like that.
Yeah.
Because like SK used to do that sort of thing as well. Like on their CT sides, they'd always push one up in towards the B apartments, then kind of like rotate off it and then just play like off the information they gathered. But it was a really nice kind of like furthering piece to that. That was really nice.
It is nice.
I've got more.
Yeah?
Chad can go.
I can
He's ready.
Okay. Something that I find really interesting about the way that FaZe approach their T-side tactics, especially on this map, is they, not gimmicks, but they do like faster plays, which is stuff that I really like doing back in my day of in-game leading. And the reason I like that is because if you make the right call and everything clicks, and a perfect execution comes in, it's so nice and it catches teams off guard and you make a lot of frags and your players can kind of do the work by catching the CTs off guard and using their superior aim. But the difference with a team like FaZe compared to a team like Astralis is so methodical in the way they use all their utility. Once they take that territory, then they, you know, they've only got A, B, and C left to find the enemies. Whereas when FaZe do it, they'll like flash through. And there's so many different areas that they could check, but it's chaos for everybody, and they are the ones dictating the chaos. And when you're dictating the chaos, you can usually capitalize on it. And that's something that I quite like as a, you know, being thrown into the gameplay.
Like for me, I just hope we get to see that kind of like mid to B on their T side that they like to do for FaZe. It's something that I guess Karrigan did a lot with Astralis as well, but it's that kind of like going up short so quickly, and I think it's Karrigan himself going into ladder room these days as well and working up short in towards B possibly, but pressuring it. I think it used to be Dupree's role and a couple of the others kind of switching over. But you look at the firepower on FaZe, it's outstanding to be able to see those kind of quick plays as you highlighted, the pressure plays, because they do end up dominating most of those situations. So I hope we get to see a bit of that. But then, you know, turning the tables, you can't ignore the North are well and truly aware of how to play this. They do great little mid takes as well. These guys aren't exactly slouches on this map. So I'm actually really excited to see it specifically on this map.
Yeah, that will be cool to see as well. There's some compelling individual players here. Nico, obviously, Kyoshin with his turn of form, Magisk and Config on the other side of things. Sadicus and Henry are going to guide you through this one.
We'll attempt to. We'll think about it.
Give it our best go. You know?
We'll give it a go.
Give it a go. Okay, we'll start with that first. Don't want to set expectations too high. You know?
think the standings are interesting. Ranking 3rd for North. I think that could change in a heartbeat. Lose this game, you're probably down 10 spots in this league the way it is right now.
Every time you lose like a 0-2, like you plummet down the table. So it's going to be an interesting one. FaZe coming up 1-0. I have to say, North going to be gutted the way they went out there. Should have been overtime, but Carrigan stepping up massively with the UMP.
What a lad.
Yeah. He actually went huge that game, especially on the T side as well. Some amazing rounds from him. Very well played. Nico, a little bit absent in the first half, has to be said. We move on to Mirage. That's one of the maps he's actually very proficient on indeed. So we're ready for the pistol here. We'll have the buys coming in momentarily. I saw a Tech 9 being purchased. That goes in the hands of Cajun B. He will be our Superman as we get into this one. They've got one smoke, one Molotov as well, a couple of flashbangs here. And we'll see whether they decide to head towards B. It looks like that'll be the case. Actually, no one towards the A side of the map whatsoever for in the B apartments, and it will be MSL towards top of mid.
Top of middle. Not a bad position to get control of, especially in a pistol round. If you want to try and explode onto a site, you can use all facets. Though wants to try and take that back, get the information. They've already evaded him and got him through the connector. Rain's gonna have to be careful. Smoke down, thankfully, will conceal him for a moment longer, but Nico, Rain now gone. And Alu are all taken care of by North. Good positions from them to start off, simply as you said, by getting middle.
Yeah, very fast approach here. The bomb not going to be planted. They have got the huge advantage here, 4-on-2. Bomb will be in the B apartments from now, and Carrigan with a nice drive-by shot there with the silenced USP should be taken down in this provocation. B, he's doing well this round. He is the Superman. He's found 2 kills so far. And he's tagged up Kirishima as well. He's down to 25 HP. Should be round over. He might be able to find this 1 kill, but Cajun B gets away with it. And he'll be falling back. Bomb planted in 8, 3-on-1. No kill for Kirishima here. Should be done for, and Major's boy plucks him out of the air there. So 1-0. Very well done by North. Looked like a B approach to start with there. And they kept the bomb in the B apartments, found kills in the connector area, and they thought, okay, we've got a fully open A site at this point. There's no point running into B. Let's just make sure we find this round. Going at number 2 here, of course, 4 spy from FaZe. They do love it, including Alu, as we touched on before.
I love it.
Who doesn't?
Don't care. I love it.
Carrigan will be loving the scout this round. We'll see whether he can find anything. He jumps out the window as well, looking towards underpass.
This is interesting. Oh, I was going to say, does config clue in?
Apparently so.
Because that could have been very costly, I think, as a means by which we could justify using that word. 2 players back toward the apartments position that Chad very aptly spoke of. We'll see if that does get utilized once utility and guns become a factor. For now, guns are only a factor for one side of the equation, and that side is unfortunately the side that you don't root for if you have any conscience in your life. The bad guys.
The bad guys, the naughty boys. 1-0 for them, and a 5-4 for now, and they're going towards Palace, who will be not an A split, but in their execution at this point. They have a couple of smokes. Might not even use them. Let's go for the contact play at this stage. Carrigan, though, he's waiting in CD spawn. He spots ahead there. MSL, I don't think, spotted him return, so he could find a kill or 2 here. Doesn't quite land it. Puts his position away, but Rain's been set up here. Double kill with a 5-7. Might be enough to make this interesting, but Nico going down. He was the linchpin there. If he finds a kill with the Deagle, maybe they have a chance of winning the round. But it's up to Kirishima now. 3-on-1. Smokes deployed. Doesn't really have much to work with here.
Kia, ooh.
There's a gap.
That's something. Look for anything you have and try and take advantage. Unfortunately, nothing to be confiscated from such position. He would love to at least take something back to the office, some sort of weapon. To say that he did some work on the investigation today, but unfortunately he won't even survive. It's Magist that's going to take him down immediately.
Full eco for FaZe at this point, and he managed to get 1 kill there. Well, to be fair, it was 2. Rain getting baited in by the scouts of Carrigan. You can see how North was so focused to try and take him down after he fired a shot. Rain was invited there with the 5-7 to find a couple of headshots, which he accepted. It's going to be number 3. Nothing really invested. 1 flashbang suggests he might push up middle here. Carrigan ready to flash him up. There it comes. And unfortunately, the flashbang comes in. It might be a little bit too late. They're always facing from the window, but everyone's dropping at this point. All 5 kills coming in. Another fast 3rd round there. But this is where it gets interesting. Ali will not have the AWP. 5 rifles. Going to number 4 here. Carrigan once again down to the UMP. He likes to have a bit more utility. Got the incendiary. So FaZe, they have 1 kit. Down to Carrigan's more modest investment. We'll see where they can answer back here. It's always a rough round here to get into the game. They will be sending 2 players towards window at the start. So that's going to be Nico and Alu. Nico backing him up slightly from sprayed shots every smoke. Doesn't have any damage just yet. 2 players towards Palace, 2 on A ramp. This could be a fast play here, and it makes a lot of sense. Good nade comes in, a lot of damage inflicted there.
Perfect nade. Perfect throw. Rain gets 2, however, before Config can do anything about it, it's Nico. Wants to try and swiftly attack back. Nice shot. Magisk! 3-0 for North might come to a halt abruptly on this particular, because FaZe have the bomb down inside of the A site to work with. This is an interesting position, though. Cajun B offside of the map all the way through the B site, and back toward checkers could foil everything. This could be so good. How does he find multiple kills, though? That's the better problem.
Well, he doesn't have to pull the trigger straight away. He will find Kiyoshima momentarily. Ooh, the barrel.
Oh, Kyo checked it. Thought he may have come back in through the window late. Does manage the kill. That's done. That's gone. What an opportunity missed by Cajun B.
Yeah, spots the barrel, but couldn't find the shop. Kiyoshima, like he said, great awareness. And that's a big round for FaZe to pick up. It could have all fallen apart. North going for the very basic approach here, knowing the CT2 would be limited, probably wouldn't have the orb, trying to walk into the A side, but they take a nade to the face and a nice spray down from Rain as well as he gets 2 picks. Leaves Major's boy in a pretty much impossible situation. There's damage there towards the bomb site. Finds a frag, but still a lot of work to do here. Kiyoshima's low, but it doesn't look like he'll be finding him anytime soon. Good flashbang, 10 seconds remaining. Oh, there's a Molotov on the bomb as well. That pretty much secures it.
Just will swing his way inside of the site, bomb down toward
His teammate gone.
the lovely, lovely paint on the floor, the A symbol itself.
Yeah.
But Kerrigan's got Magisk down to confirm. All guns gone. And that'll be the first round for FaZe in this game.
Rain chucked a ridiculous nade towards A round. It actually landed in someone's headbox by the looks of things. So much damage inflicted. Gets a nice spray down and significant damage inflicted to a third as well. So good work by him. Big round for FaZe. They can't get the AWP out. Cajun B certainly can. Round number 5 coming in. Trying to avoid the reset. It's going to be alley towards window. Does manage to go for a little shoulder face there before falling back. Nico will be naded out of position. So drops the smokes to delay the teaser. Ooh, gap.
Yeah, big gap. Nico's not going to be thrilled about that. Not thrilled at all, Henry.
Indeed.
That's even less thrilling for MSL. Gets in position, pulls the nade, gets taken down because he's spotted with his elbow sticking out as Nico relocates. Does so effectively with 18 HP, manages to get a kill back. That allows Kerrigan now to find Cajun B, and they've taken the lead in the round quite convincingly as well with the HP as it sits. Config's going to try and go in undetected and take advantage of the situation, but Nico, he could get caught. He's looking high for where this all is, but sees him coming through the smoke.
Great round by Nico. Close range of the A ramp, finding 2 frags so far. Kiyoshima to finish things off as well. It started well for North. They're getting the initial pick, but it all fell apart as Nico readjusted and managed to shut down Major's boy. And then find a second frag as well. Still just enough money for North to buy here, but it's looking like a 3 in a row will be very likely for the FaZe clan at this point. In terms of the buy for North, the final purchases do come in. It's going to be 2 Tech 9s, a UMP, and 2 AKs here. Possibly suggested a full execution. That would make a lot of sense for Tech 9s here, but they're actually focusing heavily towards the mid area. Smoke comes in towards connector. Nice and early there from MSL. But Nico, he's already ahead of it.
Already ahead indeed. Sit back, Nico, above the smoke. AZ's able to walk down. Finds the first pick quite easily. Kerrigan, though, inside of B has so much pressure. How do you deal with that many players walking in without finding a kill now? And I mean that in general terms for FaZe, because they're down to a 4 versus 2. Rain will get one through the door, but he's tagged up. Magisk able to run and gun with the UMP. Takes him down. Yes, run and gun with the UMP. As MSL spots the flash come through the window, just waits to pre-fire into it. Nico does get a kill out of it, so he's going to go on this. Low HP as well on MSL. If he didn't manage to get that kill config, it could have been interesting to see what Nico would have accomplished.
It would have been, but that's a big round for North. And he's taken 2 AKs into that round. MSL, he's been great tonight, to be fair. He manages to find 3 kills into that one, and it's the fast B finish that wins the round for North. Another force buy return by FaZe here, M4s and pistols. It's only Alu with the real weapon here, and he hasn't had an AWP at all yet. He keeps forcing into these situations and possibly limiting himself. This will be the final buy they have available. Might as well see what they can do. I'd prefer Alu just to have a pistol with him. He's now down to $0. He buys the M4 and pretty much spends $4,500. If he just gets a pistol like his teammates, could bring out the AWP going forward, but they have found that first pick. It's Nico with the Desert Eagle to find Config. Bomb down for now, top of middle. Nico found that kill from Connector, so what's the play from here? Do they try and push a bit further and try and get another advantage? Looks like Nico might be exploring that idea as he gets towards A round, but MSL is waiting for him.
Nico getting ever antsy in the position to try and walk out. MSL punishes him immediately with a headshot on the AK-47. Kerrigan, though, is in the B site, and again, looks like he'll have company, but... Oh, config. I was going to say, but it's a sales pitch. This is actually a slight issue. Config was living in this. $300 awarded to Rain. They're going to be down a man. They pull it back. If they win the round, all things go as planned, but definitely an issue for FaZe Clan losing a member of the team mid-round. Unfortunate for them. Cajun will close the round convincingly.
Yeah, so we definitely have a technical pause going forward, but 5-2 for North. Bit of a shame. It didn't really have that much to work with. It's obviously a bit annoying. And here comes the pause. And who are we missing?
Config.
Config's on the server.
Did he get back in?
Yeah, we're missing a FaZe player.
Oh, sorry. Config was the one awarded.
Yeah, he was the one who was going down.
Yeah, sorry. It's, why is my Rain? My mind went insane. You want to help me?
I'm trying. I can't work it out. I've tried mine.
It's Rain. I just said.
It's Rain. Okay.
Yeah, I said that.
All right. Chill.
It's Rain.
All right. I didn't hear you.
It's Rain. Stop at. It's Rain.
Oh, we will take a pause while he gets back in. Joins it nice and quickly. So, like I said, Rain with extra money. He didn't really invest that much into the previous round. Did drop out, but he still keeps his cash, of course. 5K.
You know what's crazy?
What's that?
McLaren P1 is like 3 years old already.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Like LaFerrari P1.
Where does that come from?
I'm just saying, the 918 as well. They're all like 3 years old now. That's where does the time go, Henry?
Well, you've got to be careful. Time's tide will smother you.
Drown you.
That's a quote.
Sweep you up to sea. Is that a Morrissey quote?
It is.
That's why it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Cajun starts to go toward the site with speed as well as he sees the shin bone stick forward of the wall. Wants to capitalize before Kerrigan can get position, and he's done it well. 2 quick kills inside of B, push around, wait for Alu, but Alu's going to get in the corner and wait for him instead. And he'll hear Cajun backing off. This should confirm, in fact, that it will be a full B hit. No rotation yet, surprisingly, from Rain. As a result, he's stuck in sandwich, doesn't want to leave A and get caught. Nico tries to fake that he's left inside the ladder room. Cajun not buying it. Gets him immediately on the deagle, even though he's trying to fire in to find Rain instead. Convincing round from Cajun.
Yeah, doing a great job there with the MAC-10, looking for the ace. Doesn't quite get it, but Config finishes things off. We should have another buy here. And finally, an AWP coming out potentially as well. I think that's going to be dropped over by Rain, gives it to Aloe, of course. 3 and 4s, and Carrigan's into a shotgun. His money wasn't in a fantastic position, opting for a bit more utility than just the firepower. Here's the replay of the MAC-10 coming out of the B apartments, doing a great job, farming a lot of money there. And Cajun will have 5 grand after purchasing an AWP as well, so he's in a good spot. Get into this one. Same smoke by Cajun. They've got a new way of throwing it towards Connector. Very fast from the A ramp. Actually getting towards that position. Set up nice fast A splits coming in. You can see them actually going very quickly towards the middle at this point. Smokes and window. That's the smoke I was just mentioning is in front of them now on the screen. They do have the option to push through that. AWP's going towards Palace for now. Alu is quite far removed. Can't decide whether he wants to go towards window or CT spawn. He opts for the latter here. And we'll see whether he can find a frag as they start to come to Connector. Misses a key shot there.
Very, very key. Unfortunate. That's not bad to get back. Nico trying Alu to deny the plant behind the box. No luck. No such luck. Not today. Don't buy a lottery ticket. Henry, any plans for Easter?
Just here with you guys. That's about it.
That sucks for you.
Yep.
Kiyoshima's going to take down Majisk. AZ waiting does patiently pay off as he gets Kiyoshima back, thinking it was all too easy, but 2 players watching that position. Does at least serve to give information to Kerrigan on his way through. AZ doesn't need a repeat, though. Play the time, play this out, force Kerrigan to go aggressive. Manages 1 more kill. No kid, however, and the bomb's still ticking. I'd say this is pretty much done, and North should go up 7-2.
Yeah, if Carrigan can get this kill, though, and take the AWP into the next round, that'd be something, but Cajun B, he's a little bit too wise for it and manages to find the deagle frag and deny that all being saved to the next round. This is getting pretty scary now for FaZe. 7-2, another eco required, and they can't really get rolling here. They got 2 rounds in a row after the initial pistol phase and the 3-0 coming in, but it's been a one-sided affair since then. Lots of money now for North. AZ after the reinvestment into this round, still with 10 grand, and Cajun B not far behind on 8. CZ's Deagles, and we'll see whether FaZe can find anything here. But looks like all 5 players for North heading up towards the A side of the map. 3 of them on A ramp, 2 Palace as well. The AWP will be in Palace, joined by Config. And nothing on the A side whatsoever for FaZe. This is not looking too good for them. Contact play, no nades use whatsoever. You burst as soon as you're spotted by CT, but you try to get as close to the bomb site as you possibly can. And see whether you can get in undetected. There we go. Explosion will come in at this point.
Explosion indeed. Bomb planted. Majisk, perfect position, sees the deal, but can't seize the day. No Carpe Diem because he goes down immediately. Ali will grab an AK-47. That should be Q to run. Memcel's going to try and greet him from the window. But he, not quite. Good shot, MSL. Had to be quick. I was going to say he may have already beat him to Horseshoe. Great shot as soon as he saw him. However, it would have been greeted anyway. They looked like they had someone on the hunt going through T-spawn. 8-2, double op coming out for FaZe.
He bought in the Gev. You're not allowed to. They're banned. He has to pause. There's a drop it.
It's a good point. Who was it, Rain?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was $5,100 spent, so he dropped something. He bought, that's right. Okay, so he bought the M4 afterward. That's why.
Yeah. So there it is on the floor.
That sucks when you're trying to build back into this game.
Yeah, that doesn't
economically.
really help you out as well, does it? There it is.
I love you, Rain. At least I'm with you on the thought pattern.
I played with it today. It actually sucks.
It does suck.
Yeah.
It's horrible. I don't know why Valve cares, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's horrible to use. It's got no place in CSGO. Anyway, it's going to be Kiyoshima finding the frag there after they throw away a bit of cash. Rain's actually got no armor into this round, so it's a bit rough for him. But it's going to be kills for him. He's stepping up here, and it's a 5-on-3. Looking a little bit troubled now. They will be trying to finish things off towards the A side, but Alu rotating in, and they should be locking this down as they get everyone think towards Magus Boy.
Think toward Magus Boy. Kiyoshima gets config. Good pickup as he finds Cajun as well, and it's down to just Majisk. So double op setup may have come in, Henry. It doesn't really matter if Kiyoshima's going to get 3 kills like that. The ops don't have to do anything.
Yeah, they went for another contact play at that point. No real utility expended toward this side of the map, trying to find the frags and overwhelm the CTs. And the double AWP setup certainly comes in, but doesn't really do too much. Carrigan finds a kill with it in the end. 8-3 now, as FaZe post another round and keeping all 5 players alive. Still a lot of work to do here, though, considering North have tons of cash available and could just change the pace at any moment. They might be aware there's a double AWP setup now. The Carrigan's showing himself with the AWP. It's always very likely that Alu will do as well. AZ there, nice little colour schemes going on. The red gloves and the red knife, I like that. I bought some gloves today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why?
I had some excess money on OP skins. It's like, yeah, you know what, I'll give it a go.
OP skins. OP skins. Good old Canada.
Yeah.
Give it a go. I got some gloves. Are they latex?
No,
I do still have to get my prostate exam, Henry.
it's true. Maybe we'll do it tonight.
You didn't buy latex gloves, and that's the ones that I like the feel of. MSL getting Alu brings us to 4-on-4. Nico gets lower inside of middle, but Majisk is there to trade, essentially. Not directly on that who killed the man beforehand. Kiyoshima still lives. Still exists on the map.
3-on-3. Big round here. North to find this one and resets FaZe. I think he'd be 5 players alive before, but one of the AWPs goes down after finding a frag. That's Alu. In terms of positional control, the T's now bombed down towards middle, but I can see Config sneaking in towards A. If you have a look at him, he's actually found something here. CTs won't be giving him much to work with, though. They're aware this is a possibility, but he's sneaking towards Firebox, and we'll see whether he can actually get anything rolling here. 45 seconds, waiting for the CTs to make a mistake, and they can potentially smoke him out. We'll see what they can do. Incendiary available. Carrigan not throwing it just yet. There it is. Oh!
That's not bad, Config. That's not bad at all. Majisk will get Kiyoshima, and it's another round for North, stolen away.
So they try and flush him out with the incendiary and actually end up both dying. That's kind of stick. That was a real nice spray from him. Ray must have been low HP at that point, and this made as well with the easy frag towards short. Big round, and like I said, 5 players surviving for FaZe. So they can buy into this one. Alu's on glass cannon, but the rest of his teammates, it's a bit of a rough ride. Rougher than I thought, at least. UMP and a 5-7 for Rain. at the 9-3 scoreline as well. Alu has to go absolutely nuts this round. They'll be setting up for the initial aggression, the terrorists, and not giving anything away for now. 3 players at the A ramp. But right now the 5-7, they're trying to get something going. Takes some bullets very close to his vicinity, and Kiyoshima's going to drop in the window first.
Drop into the window first. Rain's going to sit in beside the smoke flash, ready to go. There's 2 players there. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it indeed, but flashes himself without pushing through instead with the 5-7. Gets in the headshot position behind the cinders. Near Shadow. My friend had a dog named Shadow. Guess what color it was?
Golden Retriever.
Black.
Oh, makes more sense.
You had that one, Henry.
Yeah, that was close. Maybe give me another one after this round.
I have a dog. It's named Jaden. Its color is white black. Nico down, Cajun up, gets the shot. But that's going to allow the bomb to be planted inside of the site. Cajun will continue to watch over toward the catwalk position on B. And this round is already done and dusted, as you would say.
That's your catchphrase.
Speaking of dust, how you must be very proud of him for getting another land.
Which one did he get? Other than me following the
DreamHack
announcements.
at land. Austin.
Austin?
Austin.
Makes sense.
Austin Powers.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. And Launders is going as well, right?
That's
so
right.
The team's back together.
Good old Laundry.
Yeah, I was wondering whether he's going to do any more events considering he's back at Yahoo now.
Yahoo.
Yeah, but it seems like he is, so that's cool. Force buy not really working out for FaZe at North. Very easy round for them, all things considered. And another force buy, I think FaZe know they need these last 2 rounds. The CZ's coming out. Maybe some scout action, we'll see. It's looking pretty grim for them. But CZ's 5-7s, Deagles. And in terms of grenades, 3 smokes, 1 kit for Alu. That's about it. This should be a very easy round for North unless someone goes wild with the Deagles. Deagles are very good on this map, and Alu's towards the underpass right now. That nade, oh, it's not a nade actually. It doesn't actually, oh, it was. It takes Alu down to 69. An easy frag, nonetheless. Mage's boy does take a bit of damage in return, actually down to 8 HP. And Config, he's playing great tonight. So many good frags from him. A nice shot towards Rain.
Good shot indeed toward Rain. Kerrigan, oof, getting through this smoke is going to be a challenge. Majisk waiting for it, able to spray and then take him down. North looking the better team. Although we said it was 11-5 on our first map at halftime, and still that went 16-14. Or 11-4, rather, I
Yeah,
guess.
I was going to leave that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Henry. Call me out. Do what you want.
All right. Well, Deagles now for Kiyoshima and Nico. In terms of loss winners, only be at $2,400 into the next round. So this is looking like the 12-3 scoreline could be very real. Nico makes it a bit interesting there. Great with the Deagle he is. And Config to finish things off. He must have been a lot of frags at this point. He's dropped out the server a couple of times, so it's actually hard to keep up. It's on 8 for 3 right now. And I'm not sure what he left with, so we have no idea. But 5 UMPs, but looks of things to finish things off here for FaZe, but desperate. And we'll see where they can... Oh, actually, only 4 UMPs. Rain opts to the 5-7 instead. He wants a bit of head armor and some grenades to go with his cluster buy. Maybe just a full execution here. They know it was a force buy in the previous round. MSL will be tracking the money. Knows they expended absolutely everything they had. Full execution at this point. How can they possibly hold you off? What can they do, Matt? Nothing. That's what. And we'll see whether that rings true as we get into the final round of the first half here. Config and Palace setting himself up for that set Molotov towards Shadow. That goes in. And here we go. Rain. He has to either stand in fire or get behind a smoke. Both options are not great.
No, they're really not. I'd stand in the fire.
Yeah, just get it over with quickly.
Yeah, that's what I'd do. It's actually because I'm fireproof. Nades, flashes, in fact, going back toward jungle. 3 players on that perimeter of the site.
A lot of damage here.
Extremities, I think, as Chad would say. I have to sneeze.
I'll take over if you like. It's going to be the Molotov deployed, not all quite on the bomb. This still could actually have some legs to it. The smoke's there. They've got a kit for Carrigan as well. We'll have to keep watching him and see whether he can get on it. Diffuse coming in. The timer begins, and looks like this might be successful as well. 2, 1. He's done it. Great work by Carrigan. The diffuse kit, the only player to have it. He had to jump on that bomb. And actually, it's the same scoreline we had in the first half of Cash. And actually finished on all 30 rounds. That could be enough for FaZe to get back into this one. Not so much of an exciting half there, North being quite dominant throughout. But FaZe, that might just be enough to give them a lifeline if they pick up the pistol in the second half. To not go anywhere. We'll take a quick break and find out if they can come back.
Well, we get things rolling once more, an equally one-sided half on this, the map number 2 in these best of ones back-to-back. And it's not FaZe Clan that have the lead this time like they did on Keish, on Mirage. It's a much different story.
Yeah, the roles have certainly been reversed here, and to be fair, a similar round given away towards the end of that half as to what FaZe did. If you remember on Cash, that 3 versus 1 against Config. It wasn't in similar fashion, but it was a very weak buy from FaZe. It just about get away with the full defuse there. That was a lovely round from Config. And then we get into it then, shall we? It's going to be half number 2, 11-4 lead, and here's the scores on the doors. Config, we are wondering how many kills he got. 15 and 8 in total in that first half. He played very well indeed. MSL, he's actually been playing phenomenally this evening. I was going to say all night. It's been 2 maps. Just calm down there. But the 2 maps we've seen, he's actually been top fragging both sides. So that's pretty cool to see. 99 ADR for him. Let's have a look at Nico as well. He was quiet on Cash. Still a decent performance, an average performance considering the scoreline. 10 for 13. Alu, they've got to stop force buying, I think. Like, I was complimenting them at the start. I was saying, okay, he stopped doing it now. He's going to have to orb when he needs it. They didn't really have it rolling at all there. Had a couple of double orb scenarios. Wasn't really working out for them, though. North are very good at shutting those sort of risk factors down. But here we go. Second half, we'll have a look at the buy. 1 smoke, which suggests maybe towards B. You normally do 2 smokes ready to go towards the A side of the map. Or you do an A split with that 1 smoke and just smoke or spawn. We'll see what they decide to do as we get into it. Carrigan heads towards B apartments. All 5 players, in fact, so that suggests it will be a B attack here. Flashes go in. And a full commitment. Here we go. B rush. Why not? Let's go.
Yep, I'm all for it. Config will back off, try and get a better angle, leave MSL in the picture as well. Far off to the right. Look at Cajun go, though. Cajun's got 2. Config doesn't even need to do much more than guard the ball. Make sure they can't grab it again. Magisk will help him in doing so. Ooh. And this is all done. North will go 12-4. We might have a quick one on our hands, but I'm not going to call it done just yet, knowing the way things go, especially with FaZe on an eco or a force, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's going to be a force. No bomb going down there, so they have no option, really. This is kind of par for the course. Tech 9s and Deagles, we're limited in grenades. And this Cajun be rotating in. What a couple of amazing shots those were. Really did guarantee the round for his team North. Are we calling them Team North or North Clan? Or just North?
North. Just North.
Straight
the
up.
North is here, I think, is their North is here. I think is their hashtag.
The North is here.
Hear the roar. Something along those lines.
Drop the bomb.
Yeah, best podcast in all of esports.
Yeah, we've got the best cast and the best podcast. Check us out.
I mean,
I'm not that good, I know. But
I know. That's what I was getting at. And you know, we do have the best producer.
Yeah, that's true.
Cajun B.
Yeah, he's
Sorry,
producing
I always do that with Config's name for some reason when I see it out of my periphery.
Yeah.
No, Tom Newman.
Yeah, great stuff. Well,
good stuff from him. Yeah, there he is, Cajun B.
Yeah, he's lighting up the scoreboard there, and it's going to be 13-4. Not really much happening for FaZe there. Actually, some team kills coming in as well. That's not too great overall. 2K comes to their account this round. 13-4. Have to take a full eco here. Very likely going to be a 14-4 scoreline, which suggests it's going to be over very soon. They'll have a weak bye going forward. Unless they get a bomb down here, there's no chance of the AWP. Number 3, what do they purchase? Just 1 P250. Will be held by Carrigan. 5 players towards middle. Hoping some aggression comes in the CTs. Maybe they can challenge here. Not meant to be. Just rush middle, boys. Let's see where we can get a trade. Flash from AZ. wants to face, but doesn't want to overcommit as well to guarantee this round. He's giving the information to his teammates. Mage's boy doing some seriously good work there with the M4A4. Just going to be Alu now. Not really much he can do. 14-4. It does come in. All 5 players surviving for North. Bit of a bonus round considering the FAMAS and 2 UMPs. Do they go aggressive here? It's yet to be seen. A lot of teams would do that particular move, but maybe not at this scoreline. You won't sort of guarantee it was a safe round. We'll see what they decide to do.
14-4. AKs come up. They'll stay with the SMGs, the UMP, and the FAMAS. Prolong the money, give themselves 2 chances to break FaZe down and try and wrap this game up. Close positions on A main as well. Watch the position, though, of Nico. Good flash in, good read. Cajun's able to get away, but he doesn't trade. That's going to leave us... Oh, that may change, though. Especially with Easy coming over. Runs straight by his teammate to take the kill. However, Rain's there, finally on the scene. He'll get the kill back. Cajun gets one on a Rain, entering through, but cue the entrance from Connector. Kerrigan's able to find one, and it's down to just MSL.
Yeah, it was always a bit difficult round for North. Didn't upgrade those SMGs or the FAMAS. Just trying to do what they can, inflict as much economical damage as they can here. MSL still have a chance to do that. He's coming in from A ramp as well. The flank is real. Doesn't want to make any noise by upgrading to that AK, and he should be able to find Alu here. The Rain is a bit much, but it does deny the plant as well. Now he probably can decide to upgrade to the AK, which he certainly does, and he's got a chance to win this. We said he's been great all night. Good HE, but the bomb's already been picked up, and they could go to B still if they wanted to. They're not going to be opting to do that. They want to actually stay where MSL is playing from. And this kill is huge, and MSL's going to pick it up. 1v1 now. Not like this, surely. 3 versus 1. Kiyoshima locked in shadow as well. He's got to smoke an incendiary, but it comes down to raw aim here. The duel begins, and Kiyoshima comes out on top.
Well, that gives FaZe number 5, but as you mentioned, they didn't buy any additional weapons. They wanted to keep the money strong for this exact reason, break them again, put themselves on map point, and they get the op up for doing so.
Yeah, and you can see how it's affected FaZe there. Coming down to the 1v1 means Nico, just a Galil, Rain, just an SMG as well. Limited, Carragher's only got the flashbang, so that's still, they don't win the round, but it still gives them a nice platform going forward here to tie things up and actually get 15-5 and then potentially the win as well. Comes down to this, Cajun B. AWP in the connected position, but it's Rain to find the first frag. Config goes in underpass there. He gets shut down by the SMG. That's quite rare. He's actually ready for that as well. 5 on 4, gifted towards FaZe here.
Cajun sits with the op to watch to see what will peek out at top middle. AZ's there to cover off the close proximity angle of underpass, therefore. Smoke goes out from Rain. That was clearly thrown from under. AZ's going to know, but can't afford to overcommit to getting him down. He's going to have to be patient, especially with Config gone, and create some serious issues. Underpass isn't the concern, though. Not the primary one, at least. It's B. And AZ knows that Rain's in the corner, goes for it, gets him, but also knows they had to do so quickly so they could start the rotation because MSL's now left alone. The smoke will give him a bit more time to work with. Nico walking wide, though. Gets help from Kiyoshima to put him down and barely comes out. Scratch, very quick shot from Cajun inside of the window.
Yeah, great shot indeed. 3 on 3 now. The retake begins. AZ snuck out of the kitchen here. Finds a bit of a gap to let a basket at that point, but now it's up to this frag and Kiyoshima takes him down.
Good pickup, especially with FaZe in the post plant this deep. Getting down to the 25 or 20-second mark surely on that bomb. As Alu as well has the flank covered off. Fires too soon though. Magisk, he's going to turn back. Good reshot though by Alu, and it's down to just Cajun B, 1 versus 3.
He'll be saving his orb there. He gave it a good go with that fast orb shot from the window, but FaZe keep their heads above water for now, and that should be the money actually going away from North at this point. They're saving orb, just about the spray. In the occasion, actually safe. The X-ray has been misleading there, but he's got 4,500. They don't need to force into this round. They've got such a huge lead here. And it's up to FaZe to start making the risky plays. So they're trying to get some upgraded pistols at this point, see whether Cajun can shut things down with the AWP. He might go towards Palace or B Apartments. Just try and find that first pick, be a bit more aggressive than usual. He heads towards A. And he'll be indeed looking to go towards something like A ramp, not Palace. This is a little bit strange. Don't see this very often, the A ramp push of an AWP.
No, that's not something you see every day. Config as well, getting toward top middle. This is going to completely 100% confirm that they're in B. Surely, if they go around the corner at A main, which they've not done. Oh, if they had done, they'd be ready for this. Now it's just a problem. They couldn't rotate in time. MSL has to sit back. FaZe Clan looking to get number 7, half the lead. MSL is going to back off. Molotov out of position. Down he goes. Down goes Config. Keep the op up, boys. That's all that matters at this point in time because AZ's been found out. Agent's close by with that op as well. He's got to be a bit careful.
Yeah. Clean round for FaZe. Still so much to do here. We'll find their 7th round. Occasionally, like you said, trying to save his AWP, and he'll find a kill in the process as well. Might give his position away slightly, but he's got a flashbang to delay them rotating in and finding him. It's going to be a difficult decision for them to push Kitchen, knowing that he's going to be there. He looks towards connects at this point, finds Carrigan as well. He's just finding kills all over the place.
But late rather than early, and as said, she's still on the run.
Aegis Boy in towards Palace, hoping to maybe save his body armor. That might be something. It'll save him $650 going to the next round. And he's got 4,400 on top of that as well. So that makes sense. Doesn't want to throw away money for no reason. Has to be very frugal in that sense. We get into round number 7 here. A chance for another buy for North. He's looking for match points to relieve some of the pressure and just almost confirm their victory. It's very unlikely FaZe will find 8 rounds in a row, but we'll see. Getting into his now. Orb for Alu. He's heading towards window. Actually, Molotoving towards the connector as well. It's a nice gap for him to look towards short. See if there's any aggressive play coming in. Shots rattled off from the window position through the smoke. Doesn't land just yet. Cajun B holding that position. And real aggression from the CTs there. I can see, though, Major's Boy pushing through the smoke. And to his demise. That didn't really have to come out. Just trying to win around. He's obviously trying to force a frag, but just gifts it to Nico there as he comes through over grey screen.
Keo's going to wish himself well by pushing in the underpass. Cajun looks back down toward the ramp. And he may try and push back up. They've got to get kills back. FaZe is dominating them right now. Since those 3 rounds plus 1 after pistol, things not looking great for North. I said plus 1 after pistol. It was just the 3 actually, so excuse me on that. But it's back to B again. Back to basics, perhaps that stands for, because it's been working consistently enough. MSL goes a bit too soon on the flash, and there's no one inside of the site direct. Do they make the call early or try and get in position? They've already crossed one over. That's Config, but his teammates aren't convinced. They're not compelled to join him in battle. He goes down. Round is done.
It is indeed. It was Major's Boy trying to make something happen at the A ramp. Just try and close us out as quickly as possible. He pushes for a smoke. Nico finds him. They readjust, find a second frag as well. And the B site completely open. It was MSL that tried to flash his way in to those B apartments and maybe get a couple of picks, but as you said, went a bit too early, and at that point, the round is over. Occasion B desperately trying to save his AWP again. AZ now spotted on the A side. He might go down. It's come down to a bit of a brawl on the A side. He does come out on top, and now it's up to Nico, holding patiently to see if he can find Cajun B. Gets the line up, but Cajun B beats him to the punch. 2-on-1, the bomb will be going off, but he saves his AWP once again. Lost opponents now starting to stack up. 4th stage here. I doubt North will buy into this round once again. Probably with more upgraded pistols here. FaZe starting to close the gap. It's 14-8. They will take a pause at this stage. Just a chance to calm down and work out what the problems are here. Maybe to stop pushing single positions. They've pushed towards underpass now. A round by themselves. Not really getting much for it. Just calm down a little bit and see whether they can get round number 15 and at least find overtime at that point. At that stage, it's just about finding one round, knowing that you've guaranteed overtime. So it's a lot easier to do that.
Yeah, it's definitely, I think, it becomes one of those interesting situations. It's a pressure cooker almost. You're willing to let it go, but only so far. And after you let it go enough, you start to give up momentum in such a way that it's hard to find the footing in the game again.
Yeah, as soon as you know you've guaranteed overtime, then you can start doing, okay, let's just stack B. Let's take a gamble here. They're focusing on our site. Until you find that's difficult to make those kind of calls. Like right now, the money's bad. They've got an AWP. They don't want to force into it. They're still in a very good position, but round by round, they're being chipped away at. And 4th stage loss bonus. We are maximum after this one. Cajun B desperately holds onto his AWP every single round, but can he do it again? He'll get 3,400 on top of this round, so even if he dies, he's got 3,500 in reserve, so he can still buy up the weapon, but ideally, he saves it once more. They will be stacking a bit towards B this time. Maybe Cajun goes towards short. Tries to find the first frag. He can be flashed in, potentially. AZ tries to take the aggro away with the middle position there.
Config's got his timing right, but it's just the CZ. It's just the CZ for Cajun, and he manages a better shot. However, he's taken down.
Sure.
Or is he? Because Cajun turns back around. Excuse me, he was the one that got the kill with the AWP. It looked like, actually, the CZ would start it off, but He's done well to keep himself alive. Bomb planted. I imagine that op is going to continue to be a valued possession. Cajun's gone back toward the apartments to try and catch them off. Rain's getting ever closer. This rotation could surprise Rain. Get yet another exit kill.
Still looking for it seems. Gonna be sending Major's boy to collect the AK, and maybe at this point they say, well, we're getting maximum loss bonus, keep the money strong. Cajun can't save his orb. He gets 2 kills into this round. It's a little bit disappointing, gives it away in that sort of fashion. Rain that finds him. Like we said, it's not a huge deal really. He does manage to buy the orb in the next round as well. Major saves the AK. 49, homing in a double digits. It's FaZe clan. Purchased again for Cajun. Rain with a quiet game this time. He's on 5 kills and 13 deaths.
That's shocking this far into it.
Yeah. It seems like on Cash, we are missing Nico. Mirage, Rain hasn't showed up either, but it's time to get into it. Maybe he can redeem himself in some of these key rounds going forward.
He's got to get out of the stairwell. It's on fire behind him. Now we can head back in toward it instead. Rain, meanwhile, rounds the corner. Cajun B will rotate. Pop flash back out. Magisk boy unsighted. He's going to pop out at a perfect time. Nearly gets the second he had to, surely. Nico getting that back is going to cause problems. If he managed both in that situation, I'd say they were well enough into the round. They've still got the man advantage. As AZ's locked out by smoke, that dissolves. Alu comes inside of the site. They'll both be able to peek. First shot goes Alu's way. No re-peek yet from AZ. I would have thought he would have tried to trade immediately. And they have the bomb inside of the site. It's stuck at fire because Config is posted at CT, and there's no smoke in front of him because there is no further smokes available. Just Molotovs to work with. Bomb's going to sneak out. Config nails it. And it's on to Alu. Same problem, same position, essentially. He's further up, but the bomb is not.
Plenty of time to work with, though. He's got the Molotov to segregate one of the CTs. If he first unconnected, that's perfect. Gives him the option to plant here. Goes for the open plant. AZ might just spot him here. And he decides that it could be a fake plant. Doesn't want to give his frag away. So now the 2-on-1 begins. They've got a smoke. And they're separated for now, but it's waiting to see if Alu steps into one of their crosshairs. Very patient.
Yeah, AZ's not moved like this whole round since they've been in the site. Now he does. Now he starts to go. Smokes on the bomb immediately. Alu goes for it. They both miss on the ops. Confirms exactly where he is, though, and the closer that AZ gets, the more threatening this becomes. Good shot. He's got the defuse. We go map point for North.
We do. Bit tense there. A team ace for North. Everyone chiming in with a kill. AZ, after taking so much damage in the initial Molotov towards Connector, was holding off in that position for so long. Didn't want to give anything away. Yes, he had the option to deny the plant, but he doesn't know if Alu's doing the fake plant and then trying to watch towards Connector as well. He wanted to make sure he's winning that in a 2-on-1 situation instead of 2 separate 1-on-1s. So it's actually an intelligent move from him, and it results in match point. And now the pressure is off. Looking at the double orb set up here, and they know even if they lose 6 rounds in a row, they still have a chance to fight back in overtime. So they can go for something a bit more aggressive. Potentially not in this round as well. They want to build up some sort of money, but we'll see what happens. As we get to number 10 here. Alu is on the AWP. AZ deploys the one-way smoking connector. We'll see whether he can find a frag here potentially.
AZ gets back to the corner,
Hello.
beats Alu, trying to escape the flash. Was fully blinded, it appeared. So
Yeah.
well coordinated from MSL.
Yeah, perfect. Just as AZ gets towards the position we can face off middle, the flashbang's great. Alu gets a bit locked in. He's got the AWP and he goes down. So 5-4. This could be the final round here. 1 minute remaining. No real control from the T's as of yet. Smokes are good now from the CTs. Just locking them out for a little bit longer. The bomb's coming towards A. We have one player in the apartments. That's going to be Rain as well. And Major's in a great position here. Nico, it was a duel that he prevailed in last time. Carrigan to strike first.
Magisk will get in position to strike and take bomb away. He's done it. It may still be 3 versus 3, but he's done an incredible thing in the round to give them a real chance. That goes back ever so slightly, though. Rain catching off one. Better shot, Kerrigan, and it's all on the Magisk. What a task to hold that bomb. They're going to Molotov it originally, smoke it off immediately after. Not sure if I saw the Molotov come from Magisk or not.
Yeah, it was from him. He
Okay.
threw it on top of the bomb.
Good try.
Yeah, they had the smoke grenades to not only extinguish the Molotov, but also his dreams, as he'll be left with not really many options here. Back towards T-spawn, and He's got the AK in hand, but still for North, in terms of their cash for next round, they're not going to get much out of this one. $1,400, it's another double eco situation, so FaZe not out of this just yet.
Not out of this at all, North. Problems closing out the game. They have 15, but they have no money. No money, honey.
Yeah, this has to be a force buy. It'll be double eco, I guess, anyway, so 3 players fully investing. And easy round, presumably, for FaZe. Never really the case in CSGO. You have to take each round as it comes, make sure you don't give anything away. One pistol kill can snowball into a round loss. So we'll see whether FaZe can hold on to this 5-on-4. They take config to get things off here. Mage's boys found something. He's pushed towards A ramp. Nico focusing on the palace area for now, but Mage's won't be able to check that, and he'll be punished momentarily. As soon as Nico turns around, the timings could be so bad. It might actually just allow him to go all the way towards despawn. Rain will have no idea. Here we go, free kill. I'll have that, please. Thank you very much. Bomb down as well.
There's the response. Nico's still close enough that he can grab him immediately before he gets onto the AK. Sorry about that, Rain. Didn't mean to leave you hanging, brother.
Yeah, that was just one of those things. Awful timing. But still recovered. It's fine.
Cajun continues to push back up, though. North's not going to go quietly. They're all going over toward A-main as well. His timing could be substantial. Look at the lamp. Go for the jump. Get the dink. Down goes yet another. 3 versus 3. Weapons definitely still favor FaZe, but they know they're going in toward A. That's confirmed. Overcommitment on the peak from MSL on the D. Can't find shots he's looking for. Zalu wraps in to grab him. And a look away from AZ as he expected perhaps either company or a flash. I'm not sure which. But it's 15-11, Henry.
It is, and another eco here for North. We are going the distance, it seems, after another 11-4 half. The team on the resurgence managing to actually close the score gap significantly here. This time it is FaZe, and Cash, it was North. So we get into it now. Number 12 for eco. USPs, PQ50s, and a CZ. Mage's boy with body armor as well. And the Celt, let's see if he made the jump. I don't think he did. He's down in towards middle, but Mage's boy gets the first frag, but doesn't account for too much here. Going out of this round momentarily. Also towards the middle, not giving anything away here. 1 minute 30 remaining. Just a case if AZ can maybe cheat out of nowhere. Not going to really be the case as he gets taken down. It's just as occasion being out. The stickers floating in the air. That's not bad.
Floating in a tin can. Far across the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing North can do while they're dressed in the blue side because they're struggling to get another round, Henry.
They are. 3 to go for FaZe. Overtime once again. Certainly an option. We'll see what happens going forward. Case will be back on the AWP this time. 27 kills him. He's looked incredibly sharp this evening. He's never really convinced me as like a top AWPer. I've always thought he's indecent, like never like mind-blowing. But the shots he's been hitting tonight have been great, like very substantial in terms of the impact he's had on the game. Number 13 and Alu spots one player jumping out. That was MSL hunting for some information.
You have to say his name right.
What's that?
It's Alu.
Is that what he's typed it as?
No, that's oh my god, you don't remember?
No.
Star Ladder when I said that. And then it got clipped and it was awful.
I'm drawing a blank.
Don't worry about it. You'll be all right come morning.
I'll try and look it up.
Nah, don't worry about it. You'll be all right come morning. Cajun waits. Might have a bit longer yet, bit while to short while to wait to get them down inside of mid. They're not quite that far yet, so I was trying to word that more elegantly and I failed miserably, Henry.
Don't worry. You'll be all right come morning.
It's true. You'll warm up to that saying. It's my motto in life. AZ gets into connector, but smoked off. Falls back. Just waiting for flashes to come in. What a slow round. 32 seconds.
No nades really. No kills.
Whoa, and the flash. Kerrigan checks both ways. He may get a double. Config gets one back, but it's all FaZe so far. And I think this round as well is done. It's down to just MSL. He'll just have a holy leap of faith, but Unfortunately, he just perishes in hell when he lands.
Yeah, like I said, bleeding the CTs out there, waiting for so long, showing so much presence throughout the map. No kills obtained, but they've done enough work at that point. You can see North just cowering positions like Shadow. No real crossfires set up there. They've been pulled apart, and AZ goes down, and some great shots hit by FaZe. Means we are going the distance here. We'll be all 30 rounds. It's going to be a full eco here. And we'll see whether that FaZe can potentially take us to overtime.
Shots in, AZ. Tagged up. North's got to close this now, surely. It's getting a little bit grim. No one wanted this, Henry. Cajun certainly didn't want that, but he got it. He got it. Careful what you wish for, kids.
Oh, this could get a bit interesting now. They managed to get an AK-47 and 2 kills in the process. Rain, quiet tonight. See if he can step up. Should be able to find this kill. No problem at all. There it is. Finds config, but MSL striking back. Still some work to do here, but the remaining CT's just on pistols.
Rain gonna try and plan it safely as possible. Knowing that they don't have any information toward A main. They do have guns that have range though, and that goes Magisk. Alu stepping up yet again will make us go to 15-14 once more. So as always, we go the distance. Oh, now you take a pause. All right, fair enough.
Well, they've got money to work with now. Last chance saloon for North, having a huge lead. I think it was 14-7 at one stage, and it's come to this. Round number 30. 1 round separating them. Here's the replay of the shots from Alu to make things quite pretty at the end there. So, what's the play? Do we go double AWP setup on the CT side of North? That'd be Cajun and Config. I don't think we've seen that as of yet. The buys start to come in now. MSL, 19 kills, 20 deaths. First AWP comes in as well for Cajun. Config thinking about it. Opts to the M4. So, let's see if they can close things out in 30, or we go to overtime, which will be MR3 10K. Everything resets. And pause will come in momentarily in terms of the buy for FaZe. They're sticking on 1 AWP on the T side, which is usual these days, I have to say. That'll be in the hands of Alu. Potentially the last round here, or the beginning of overtime. Time will tell. Flash you. You done?
Yeah, thinking about it. Might just be done. Done.
Dunzo.
Yeah. What does gonzo mean?
In what? What?
What does it mean?
Well, it's in this type of journalism, isn't it? I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Jargon?
Yeah.
It actually literally means confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the dictionary, but everyone does that joke like, oh, he's gonzo. He's
Yeah.
out of here. Well, that's not what it means.
Fair enough.
Because it's actually why the character was named Gonzo, because he seems confused all the time.
There you go.
Yeah, little tidbit for you. Nope, you're wrong, Chad. It does not mean bizarre or crazy. It means confused. Let's bring up dictionary.com. Dictionary.com. Henry, if you'd like to cast,
I can do that. We'll
feel
give it
free
a
to
go.
oblige.
Okay. It's going to be round number 30 here. 5-on-5 for now. AWP in the hands of Cajun. We'll see whether we can get anything going here at all. But some decent map control coming from the terrorists. You can see they're working towards B apartments as well. That's Kirishima. But MSL waiting.
God damn it, he's right.
Sorry, what?
He's right. It means filled with bizarre subjective ideas, commentary, or the like.
Well, there
Crazy,
you go.
eccentric.
Well, I'm glad we cleared that up. Not really sure how it came into the conversation, but we're back in the room.
We're not in the room. We're in hell. It's a simulation, remember? Speaking of simulations, Rain will take down Magisk. Good start. Cajun, AWP aimed toward connector. I'd say this one may go to overtime unless there's an overstep right now. This position from MSL. He only gets one. Nico's able to respond in time. Config is inside of the site with low enough HP toward Catwalk for Alu, but a jump across. Kerrigan's baited in from inside of the apartments, and this one definitely has overtime written all over it. Another comeback, this time more successful. Imagine FaZe are able to pull this off.
This would be, if FaZe do manage to carry this and map-to-map victory, that's 2 maps North are giving away. One, it looked like they were getting right back into it. They'd come back and cash, and now letting this one slip away potentially as well. Cajun doing what he can, hit some pretty shots, but I don't think it amounts to too much. If he gets that no-scope, he may have just had a window to work with, but it's overtime. We'll get into it as quickly as we can. It's getting pretty late here. It's almost midnight, and I'm sure that we wanted to get back into it. These guys went to Ukraine as well, right? They were weren't looking forward to their online games this week. They're saying, well, we could have just did a massive event. We're straight back to the Pro League. It's
the nature of the beast,
exactly,
lads.
Exactly. So I'm sure they'll be.
You know what I always say? If you can't fulfill the obligations of your job, don't sign up.
You always say that.
It's better than complaining. Well, it's going to be overtime indeed, and it's MR3 and 10K. What would you buy with 10K?
What, in the game?
Chad says a jet ski.
Wouldn't be that much of a ski.
Slightly used jet ski.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that much of one.
Yeah, unfortunately. Nothing four-cylinder or with
you
a
have to-
turbo, so
then where are you gonna
you're going
take it?
back to, like, I think 2009. You probably still got a two-stroke for decent money then. But you could buy a Creamy Moses sticker on the hood of my car.
That's true. That's going on auction right now.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not. You can give me the 10K. I'm not going to do it. I don't even care.
Round number 1 of overtime here. Everything's reset. You get $10,000 per player and 3 rounds per half to make your case as to whether you'll be winning here in overtime. Or for Occasion B, of course, and North, they'll probably be a little bit tilted considering the lead they had, a huge lead. I think it was 14-7 at one point. Managing to give that up and allow FaZe back into this one, and they'll be pumped up at this point, looking for the 2-0. Pro League's getting down to the wire at this point. We'll see whether he can convert this as the first kill comes of Rain once again. 5-on-4 as quick as that. Major Boy trying to challenge towards the apartment's position, but Rain, he said it was quiet, but now finding some very important kills.
Important is one way to put it. I would have laughed if North just won a CT round right now, the first one of overtime. Where was that, lads? But it seems the same problems exist. They lose the first pick yet again. It's not been often that they've been able to work with it in their advantage. MSL's going to try and clear out Horseshoe. Good push. He knows the bomb's down at least. Oh, he's got 2 right in front of him. This is perfect. Good information from MSL. Better response from Kerrigan. You would have expected double. But that opens up the bomb in a world of possibilities yet again with a minute to work with and decent utility still for the Terrors. That should have been surely more for MSL.
Apparently not. He gets 1. That's still the advantage lies with FaZe. 4-on-3. On us off towards the window for now. 45 seconds remaining, and all 3 players for North on the A site. It's AZ's and Connector, and he might just find his go Carrigan. A little bit sloppy just to be walking with your back turned towards Connector like that, but does bring us to an equal playing field. And the bomb's still towards middle. He has time to go and join his teammates in B. It's weird that he's isolating himself. Have a look at Nico as he does deploy the smoke. Where was that 10 seconds ago? Carrigan did not have to give away his frag in that sort of manner. Now North have had time to recalibrate. Back towards the B side is AZ. By himself. Does sneak in though, and could be the difference maker here. As he can't find the frag, I said he had a chance to take down Nico there. That should decide the round here. We still have Cajun B and Config. There are no kits interesting enough in overtime. Doesn't look like they'll even go for it. Obviously, overtime's a bit rough on the CT bank account, so a lot of teams will opt for no head armor, maybe just 1 or 2 kits. They are expensive in CSGO, it's weird. 1.6 in Source, so $200, and now in CSGO they're 400. So, a little bit more difficult to bring them out. But you do get an extra 5 seconds on the bomb.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, you definitely do. I think it's definitely worth it to buy one.
Of course.
Nico. I mean, even with the foresight of knowing the situation, I think that's why the saves become important. Nico, all right, calm down. Listen. What did that wall ever do to you, Nico?
1-0 for FaZe. And they continue their rampage here on Mirage. It was looking like they were down and out. And 11-4 was the first half score as well. That full defuse in Carrigan looking very important at this point. You think, okay, it's still 11-4, they probably won't win. There's those small nuances. They get them back into these games. 1-0 now, and we'll see whether Matrix will get anything done towards the end of half. The occasion be difficult position with the AWP as well. Has a small gap as they're crossing over to those mid boxes, but they won't be crossing just yet, considering he dropped the Molotov and he hits another very fast shot there. Gets away with it as well. It's going to be 5-on-4 now. Alu tries to get a kill in return, and he finds the aforementioned Cajun B, but Major's Boy does chime in as well.
Good shot by AZ. Rain will go down. AZ will hold ground, hold firm. North may, in fact, get 1 CT round in this after all, which is enough to make overtime number 2 look likely in my eyes, the way that this game has gone. But FaZe have definitely warmed up into things. It's possible that they just stroll through the second half. North, however, not going to get that far ahead of themselves. Still have to take Kiyoshima and Nico down. And they're split up, but they have mid connector to work with. They could pinch the A site with speed and catch off AZ, at least in shadow. Got to be careful of the fact that Config is back towards CT.
Difficult times for FaZe here, but still 40 seconds to work with. The bomb's on A ramp, and Nico, he has to make something happen here. If he can find an opening just to take the attention away from Kiyoshima so he can slip on the bomb, maybe that'll be enough to find them round number 2 here. But this is looking very good for North so far.
Easy.
Oof, rough.
Tried. Nico gets him, though. That's where this gets all pulled back because he gets caught out in shadow, and they've already isolated CT cap for Nico. He's going to go into it, but Magisk, standing at the large and ready, is going to... Okay, I thought that was through the smoke by Magisk. He's going to find the kill. That allows MSL to get the spray back, and now it's going to be a tie game, 16-16.
It is. North managed to find their first CT round in quite a while, I have to say. And it wasn't exactly clean cut as well. That was a 4-on-2, which could have slipped away from them. Nico finding that gap in the smoke. If he gets one of those kills, that becomes very interesting indeed. And AZ missing a key shot towards jungle as well. Bomb goes down, which helps boost the money slightly for the FaZe kind of going into the third and final round here, the first half of overtime. And they're back on the AWP, and Nico, just to see where the smoke goes that he's got.
Backs off, smokes will land in front of him. Kerrigan's going to take over mid quickly. This was set for a split into B. Worked many, many times inside of the first 30 rounds. Fast movement, gets caught off though. Config still in position. North are actually looking like they're going to win the CT side after everything we saw.
Indeed. What a story that would be. All things considered. They looked almost out of it towards the end of regulation. But it's going to be confident to finish things off there. And FaZe, they only find one round on the T half. But still, it's enough to win. It's still technically a CD-sided map, I would say. We'll see whether they can get back into it as we swap everything over. FaZe on the CD side now, and North had a reasonably strong performance on their T half, to be fair, 11-4 in their favor. And they'll be looking to close things out here. Or we potentially have double overtime, Matt. I know that's your favorite.
Yeah, that is. I prefer 78 rounds.
That was the best CS I've watched, I have to say. 78 rounds of it.
We had Barbar in that game doing some big things.
Yeah, broke a few records.
Yeah, we did have him. We also had, actually, I forget everything else about that game. It just went on.
Into one memory.
Yeah,
it's on this map, wasn't it? I know that.
Yeah, it's just literally blurs into one memory at this point. It's one of those things that's kind of funny, but I definitely don't want to go back and watch it because all the emotions of sitting there going, really, will come right back.
Well, speaking of coming right back, we are into the second half of overtime here. It's 2-1 in favor of North. After having a real rough time in regulation on their CT side, they actually managed to win it. So they were very good on their T side. Towards B they go, but it's very confusing kill feed coming in. MSL taking down his teammate here, but they have got the man advantage, sort of, as they go towards the B side. Full control of the B site, and one player coming in the back as well. It's AZ. He's been pretty poor in the last few rounds. He's got a perfect position now to find 2 kills. Can he step up? Certainly can. Very well done. Great spray control.
North, yeah, going to win the round, the half of the round. I mean, it's impressively done considering it was such a struggle for them to close out inside of the first 30. That doesn't help for MSL getting config, but they ultimately still succeed. So FaZe with it all to do, going back to a CT side in which they struggled tremendously. Somehow I feel like we're going to double overtime. Don't ask me why I feel that way already.
You just can feel it in your waters.
In my waters.
You drink enough of
drink
them.
yeah, I was going to say, I drink a lot of those. I'm switching it up to the vitamin waters though now, Henry.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think that's health drink, really.
Well, it's risky, you know. I got to control it. I got to limit my intake each night. But yeah, vitamin waters are a thing lately.
All right, fair enough. Well, good luck with that. And good luck to config.
Yeah, good trades down below as they try and push back into the B apartments. Rain gets a shot at the top of connector, though, that offsets us ever so slightly. And the bomb is inside of middle, with both players on the T side very split up. If I'm config right now, okay, fair enough, get Nico. I might have ran back to get bomb and go back toward A because it's farther for Cajun to go. And the longer this takes, the more Kerrigan knows exactly where he is and can do exactly that. So config is going to go hunting rather than protecting. As the bomb's still on catwalk, Kerrigan's going to go all the way through T-spawn. If he gets to mid fast enough, he'll find Config going for this bomb as well.
The mind games begin. Difficult to tell he has the advantage right now. I guess Config has no idea where Kerrigan is, and he hasn't got the bomb. So in terms of that sort of mystery, you have to give the advantage slightly towards Kerrigan, but it's not like he has much idea as to what's going on as well. He'll be going towards B. With 30 seconds remaining, this comes down to this decision. Does Config go towards the B site? It looks like he does. And, oh, no, okay, changed his mind at the last second there. I like that a lot. Flashes towards B and holds Kerrigan on that side of the map for a little bit longer. The bomb will be going down,
but hang on, because look how slow he's going. The smoke's going to dissipate, though. Oh, Kerrigan, perfect position. Smoke goes away. Config certainly knew the timing and had trust in it because he easily could have been found out. Kerrigan knows he's gone toward A main. It becomes a straight brawl. They each have information on the other. Smoke on it. Kerrigan has a kit. Stops for the fight, though, and he's going to win said fight. It puts FaZe back on 17 rounds.
Wow, what a clutch that was. The 1v1 situation. Took a while, but we got there in the end. And Kerrigan, back towards that B site, he had an inkling that it wasn't happening for him there. And the smoke actually gifting him a bit of information as to where the bomb was going down. Config can't hold his nerve against Kerrigan, and he wins that 2 versus 1. Looking for one more round. FaZe can take us a double overtime here. It's 18-17 as we get to the final round. North still with similar buy. CTs will be slightly limited. You can see Rain's down to the SMG, but Alu as well, glass cannon. It's not looking great overall. I'd say it's not a huge deal considering the way Mirage has gone so far, but let's see whether he decides to go aggressive or not. He's holding towards Palace. Okay, there's a change.
Jisk drops down. Flames still on the stairs of A main. Now, as they dissipate, so will try and push through. Flashes out, but FaZe holds ground inside of middle. Kyoshima wins that exchange, and they find AZ. But it's Cajun and MSL that open things up elsewhere first and foremost. Rotations go back through the vents. They want CT spawn back, and rightfully so, because the bomb's not yet in the site or in good position to plant. Look at the utility, it's gone. One smoke for Cajun. Where do you put that with Nico waiting in the wings? And CT covered off. Better still, just take Nico straight down as Magist goes over the top.
3 on 2.
Watch the flank, though. They're going back. This is perfect.
Kerrigan's making a lot of noise, lots of noise. I don't think they heard him just about this kill. He gets ready them down here. It's going to happen. He finds the bomb, and Mage's boy is going to be knowing he's going to be dropped any second. There it is. Bomb down. Advantage CTs. Kerrigan stepping up once again, and that should be it. KGB has no chance in this one. Pulling out his pistol. 3 kills for Kerrigan. Double overtime's happening.
Told you.
Oh, couldn't have been any more perfect as well. I thought he was going to double spray down, but in fact, he finds one, and then Mage's boy just didn't have much to work with. The cower in the corner. Hope for the best. Kerrigan punishes for it. And 3 kills come in, and we start all over again. We'll take a little bit of time here just to reflect on what's happened. Here's the scoreboard. KGB continuing his very strong form. 36 kills and 20 deaths. Wasn't enough to take them into a victory here in overtime. Looking at the other side, it's Rain. He's 18 kills. He has been very quiet.
Rain on the horizon. Chad says it's going to rain this weekend.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Well, it means we'll go to the Nürburgring and do some drifting.
Perfect.
Little rain slip. We'll take a 911 so we get the engine over the rear axle nice and loose in the back.
That's how I like it.
That's fair enough. That needs no further comment.
Well, we're back into it. And it's the auto sniper for Kerrigan. We haven't seen it this evening. Let's see whether it can cause some damage here into the first round of second, or double overtime, I should say. He's got no nades to go with it. This is a big investment from him. We'll see where he decides to deploy that weapon. He's looking towards connector for now. Gap in the smoke means Kyoshima can sneak by and manage to maybe use the gap to his advantage when he decides to face. There it is. It works out very nicely indeed. Finds KGB. Can he get anything more? There's a bit of damage towards MSL, but that's about it. And it's up to Alu and Kerrigan now with the sniper rifles to hold them off.
Kerrigan with the auto. Just getting ready back towards CT stairs. It's Alu that gets MSL instead, though. Bomb regrabbed immediately by AZ. And North may have lost their best chance in the first half by getting those 2 CT rounds. It's going to be AZ, though, that gives them a good chance in this by getting Alu down. Nico wants to re-peek out toward top mid, won't see anything, and backs up, immediately.
3 on 3. Alu has gone down, but still 45 seconds remaining here. Terrorists will be edging towards the A side, and that should confirm it as well as Conflict takes down Nico, opens it up, Carrigan rotating in, and no heroics for him this time. This should be a guaranteed round now for North. Up to Rain to try and make something happen. Might as well go for it and see if he can find a kill towards the Palace position. That's where the bomb's coming out as well. We'll jump in front of the smoke, looking to find it. That's the bomb drop, so that's actually a bit of a problem now, and opens up at least a chance for Rain here. He knows it. He can win this.
Definitely can. Definitely can. He has it down to just he and Magisk. Flashes over to look inside. Magisk already on top of the bomb, though. He's going to be going for the plant. Magisk knows he's likely to be near the stairs. He's going wide, though. It's going to be in the open. Who finds the other first? Rain sees him going behind the box, but Magisk is going to bait this out as long as possible. Flash won't connect, but he doesn't wide peek. He just sits back to see if his head is showing at the top of the stairs. Makes it to CT. And all distant flashes are thrown. It becomes interesting. He's going to hold this, but just needs to check. Gets him off it by tapping him in, and down goes Rain.
Great effort there by Rain, has to be said. We said he was going for jungle. If he finds that bomb in Palace like he did, that makes things very interesting. Gets the double kill, but May just outplays him there, getting himself towards CT spawn, and Rain tried to bait in the full defuse at that point, and he could tell he was being peeked out. Major's boy got the information, tapped him down, and it will be 1-0 here. Double overtime for North. No water sniper this time. Didn't really have that much impact, I have to say, so it's Carrigan down to the M4 here. Lose this round. That could mean pistols and SMGs for the third. So this is very important for FaZe to try and pick this one up. That's the nature of the beast. And a fast A split coming in by the looks of things from North. No smoke towards connector though. Alu, he's loving that. Free kill for him, but a quick reply from MSL.
Quick indeed. Quicker still though, Nico able to take down MSL in return. Magisk, not sure which way to go. He knows the blasts are coming through. His teammate gets taken down by Nico trying to slip around undetected, and he therefore will pick up the round. We stay deadlock, Henry. We're going to triple overtime soon, I'm sure of it.
You're sure of it?
I feel it in my, yeah, that one's played out.
Fill it in your vitamin waters.
Yes, that's the one.
1-1. We go into the final round of the first half of double overtime. Corp still for Cajun B, 4 AKs, and in terms of aggression, I can't really see anything coming off the CT just yet. Pretty standard, 2 towards B, 2A. Alu in towards the window. Oh, it's actually an underpass, I beg your pardon, so he's going for it. He's got the M4 this time. No sniper rifles at the CTs. He's going to try and backstab Major's boy. Comes down to the timing. Sneaking to find the first frag. Carrigan pincering. Oh, checks the corner, but doesn't actually use his weapon to do so. He could go down here, but he prevails and takes down Major's boy. 5 on 3 now for FaZe on the CT side. And for some reason, Kiyashima wants a bit more. Keep the advantage. Make them commit and decide what the next move is.
Ooh, Alu. Good shot on MSL. Trying to tap in, but runs out of ammo. Gets AZ to kill back, and it's looking good, though, for FaZe. To FaZer. To make it now another round over North. 20 they would get before swapping over. 21-21, Henry. We do it all again.
That's true.
22, though. And it's over. And you can go have a happy Easter. Chasing some bunnies.
Awesome dolls.
I prefer Barbies.
One player remaining, it's AZ, and Rain will make light work of him. So there it is, FaZe managing to get 2-1 this time. They'll switch over to the T side. It's double overtime, and it's technically a CT side about. Great flank from Alu. How calm and composed he was to find that second kill especially. It would have been beautiful if he got the third, but he had won the round at that point, so it doesn't really matter either way. And 2-1 advantage of FaZe. Just need 1 round to get the draw, 2 for the win on the other half. They'll be on the T side this time. And we'll see whether North can hold their own. Maybe they'll bring in a few curveballs as well. Yet to be seen in terms of maybe an auto sniper or an RA. Did you see the RA being used in the Fnatic game? Like Flusher actually had it equipped.
Yeah, the one thing I did see with the R8, I will say, is when it ran out of gas in the last 4 corners of VLN2.
Oh, yeah.
Manti actually won their 2nd race of the season based on a little bit of luck.
Oh, yeah. That's
that
exactly
was very unfortunate considering they had the in the last lap. That's the R8 you're talking about,
That's
right?
exactly what I meant.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, when I said Flusher finding the last map, that's what I was going for. I was hoping you'd pick up on that.
Yeah, I thought you meant last corner. That's, you know, going into Dung Ho.
Well, we'll take a minute here just to allow the players to work out how they're going to potentially win this one. It's FaZe of the lead, as you can see right now, 20 for 19. I can tell you, I can't actually, I was going to say, I was about to break that to frag charts, but I don't have this available for me. So I won't do that. But Rain, he almost had a godlike clutch there. Remember in the first round there, it actually could have been beautiful and closed things up, but unfortunately, May just eluded him. And Rain gets no glory this time. He's starting to really get into this one. You'd hope so after almost 40 rounds.
Yeah, at that point in time, surely someone's got to show up and do something. Rain, especially, you would expect.
Yeah, well, from what he's shown at LAN recently, he's been lights out.
Great.
There's going to be some fatigue issues going on here.
The group stages, he was a little bit slow.
Yeah, he was.
Let's keep in mind, FaZe won that event. They nearly went out in groups. They played SK as a decider.
Yeah, that's right. They lost the Hellraisers to kick things off on Cash, no less, as well.
Yep.
So that was interesting. Double orb setup this time for North. We didn't really see it in regulation time. I was kind of speculating it would be Config to pick up that secondary orb, and we'll see what he can do. Claims to be an all-rounder. I'd certainly agree with that. Boost up and towards the vent room in middle. It's quite an interesting idea to get Config there. Occasion, I should say, nice and quickly. Legs the first player. Alu goes under 17 HP. It might not be done just yet.
Not quite yet. Shot coming in though. Easy. Gets two. They sit and wait and then walk out together and both go down. However, it's all been traded back successfully until, oh my goodness, how does Cajun not find that kill?
I think he hit one bullet, took him down to 1 HP. Oh, that's so unlucky.
That was very unlucky. Very unfortunate indeed. Rain's going to sit back. He can't go for a plant because the bomb is just getting back toward the A site now, but he's got to stay alive to hold off Connector. If he does that, then the bomb can walk in.
3 on 3, but in terms of the HP, advantage towards North. They have got 2 AWPs, so that might not even be a factor there. Good shot from Rain.
Great position. He knew he had to play an off angle to try and make that work with such low HP, and it works to a charm. Double off setup, not quite a retake yet. It is about to be. HP so low, if they knew, they'd get off the AWPs surely and play on the pistols as Alu makes his op. Certainly successful. And Config's going to push in, 18 to work with. He certainly doesn't know that they're both within range.
There's the draw, like he said, 22 to close things out here. And it's going to be FaZe. Wasn't the cleanest of rounds. AZ certainly made it interesting. What is he showing?
He said one more because he's looking forward to the fact that that's all FaZe have to get.
That makes a lot of sense.
I think actually he was yelling it not to. One more year.
God,
one more year.
Tenuous reference, but yeah,
one more year.
Oh, I wouldn't have got that unless you chanted. But there you go. It's going to be match point indeed for FaZe. Looking for the 2-0 here after just about picking up Cash. Nothing really separating these two teams. Actually, North took a map off them, I believe, as well. That's start ladder. We'll see what happens there. Yeah, it was. I think they played Cash again against North and actually lost that rough start of that tournament for FaZe.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very, very rough start. I was thinking, and it's kind of funny because I referenced, it's like, oh, maybe they're doing the old Fnatic where you struggle in groups and then wreck everyone in playoffs. And that's what they did.
Not bad. Well, 5 and 5 for now. North need 2 in a row just to force triple overtime here. Carrigan makes his way towards Connector. CT's struggling for sure. You can see they have no nades remaining. They've been bled out. Still have the AWP of 5 players, but Carrigan, he's going to be pushing through the smoke and finding AZ on the other side, who takes him down for a swift headshot there, and a full commitment to the A side. Comes down to a proper brawl here. Major's boy in a position to find a couple of frags, though. Only gets one, and Cajun B helps him out. Still an exchange that favours North. 3 on 2. Nico and Alex trying to clutch this out.
Trying indeed. AZ getting Nico down. Alu tries to swing out. Can't do it. North will get 20. I've got a feeling.
Triple.
That tonight's gonna be a long night. Yeah, there it is.
That's how in sync we are. I just knew as soon as he started. I thought that's where he's going. I'll join him. Got him.
Well, it's gonna have to be a double op setup again for North. Alu will pick up his for FaZe. And immediately we get underway. Bomb looks to be heading toward the apartments, or is it going to go Horseshoe? Horseshoe instead. Okay, but still it's top middle with one probing out exactly what's going to be going on toward B. It's up to North to keep this one going further, Henry.
Aggressive play from Major's boy. That's something that worked against him in regulation time. Gets away with this time. Nico's not waiting from the other side. He starts edging a bit slower than usual. And nothing really given away by the CTs as of yet. Double AWP setup still ringing true for Cajun and Config. Config towards B. Cajun in the connector. Not really facing towards middle. Kishima in the underpass for now, but No jewels incoming as of yet, but MSL, he's hunting for one for sure. It's Config to find the first frag. Double or triple overtime, I should say, looking likely now. 5-on-4 in favor of North.
I'm going to back off of it. Kerrigan will reconsider the options. I'm just trying to see if they can actually get back over toward B. The double stack inside of B looks so solid. The triple in A, they've got to create some movement and isolation specifically toward that op towards CT. AZ swings wide, another kill for North. We get closer to that third overtime, but a kill back from Alu. They've bait out the shot from Cajun as well. That'll let the player at A main bypass toward Tetris.
Oh, Magis
but Magisk is in a perfect position indeed.
He's done it.
And bomb planted. He'll come in now, find them before they get their post plant even set up. MSL finds Alu. It's all on the Kerrigan now against 3. Cajun's got it.
Way.
Triple overtime.
And they're very excited over there for some quality Counter-Strike and nothing separating these two titans of CS. It's going to be triple overtime for sure. And we'll see whether this will be a quick one. Chad's having a lap of honor around the studio. He's loving it. High fives all round. There we go. 21-21. We're in this one for the long haul. So no one can seem to close it out. 2 rounds for match point for FaZe this time. It was North that had it before. And we'll see what triple overtime has in store for us.
Triple overtime is going to have something great. I'm thinking, you know what? I think triple overtime, there should have been a stipulation put in the rule by Westa that says Negevs are allowed, go nuts.
What, just change it up now?
Yeah.
Just a telegram in that it's official, the Negevs are coming back into the game. And we're going to experiment right now in third and maybe final overtime.
Wow. We wait for a second. I'm sure there's some bathroom breaks required.
Well, yeah, these guys must be fatigued, right? FaZe, you didn't come to the after party, but they were a real mess after winning that.
Okay, that's like a week ago.
Was it?
We're Thursday now.
Yeah, that's true. What was that, Monday? It's still, trust me, those kind of hangovers,
I
they
mean,
take
I know
like 3
we're
days.
old, but...
Yeah, they take a few days. I mean, like, in terms of, like, getting straight back into CS, like, they probably didn't practice those 2 days.
Oh, for sure.
And, like, I still feel pretty wrecked from that week. But, yeah, I'm just thinking, like, it's obvious they're not going to be firing on all cylinders, you know? Is the point I was trying to make.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I can understand where you're coming from on that one, Hank. Hank the tank.
2 orbs once again. One for Alu. Oh, occasion. Narrowly misses out on the shot there towards underpass. He shot a bullet between the legs of the defending T, which is weird to say considering on the offensive side. That's his Cajun leader retreat. Back towards window. Back to safety here. And we're all reset. Config. Decent position here to find a couple of frags. Will they flash him off? We'll find out.
Wow. Shot from Config. Jones tries to go full cold Zera. Can't land. It does land the shot on Rain, though. Now North's definitely rolling. This double up setup. He's got 2. Looking for a third. MSL's already beat him to the punch. Now he punches back. Makes it work. Ooh! Makes it work very well. Down goes Config. Gets position before the shoulder break. Can come back in as well from AZ, and he's going to relocate heading toward the bomb. 1 versus 3, though. It's an ace required in triple overtime from Alu. Can't land on AZ.
Config there with some real nice flick shots coming in there. Looked so certain he was going to land them as well. Snapping directly onto the targets required. Went for the jump shot as well. That didn't work out. It's always a little bit exciting if they do. I don't think anyone's pulled off a round like that since Cold Zera lit it up at the major. I think that was in Columbus, right?
Yeah, that was Columbus. Columbus, and then the simple drop was in Cologne, and then we've not had a graffiti since. No graffiti from E-League. Not a single one. As Rain gets a nade drop off the wall and lands on top of him. Cajun, meanwhile, though, sets to wait toward the top of connector. Good shot, Rain. That'll take MSL down.
It is, and North, after picking the first round, FaZe are fighting back here. One of the key players of the team, MSL, dropped. AZ trying to recover the situation by pushing through a smoke in the connector. But for now, FaZe have all the time in the world to work with here. And boosting up towards window is a very common strategy. Drop that deep smoke in there and hope that Occasion B will be caught out, but he knows it's a possibility. So trying to challenge Kiyoshima, spots him and might just nail the shot at this point, and he can't do it. Kiyoshima surely going to strike back. It's a close exchange, but FaZe will be taking this round from what we can see. But Config stepping up.
Hang on, yeah, absolutely. Magisk has bomb. He's looking inward to the site. He could have also been cautious of his flank, but Nico's got the kill back. That should secure it and leave us at 22-22. How about you?
It will be 22-22. Config hit some great shots so far in overtime. Let's see whether this can be his greatest work yet. Oh, that's a shame. That could have given him a chance there, but unfortunately that gives his position away at this point. No one has to challenge him. But the Molotov's decent. That will at least force a player out. You'll have to face at one point, but actually find some safety towards the back of the site. So Config now saving the AWP. Surely it's gonna be difficult reinvestment for them, but to be fair, he did win the first round. They got 5k. It's gonna be the final round next, so not a big deal. Trying to do what he can. Might as well give it a go.
Give it a go.
22-22, 1-1.
We'll kick at the can.
Yeah.
Kiyoshima. Kiyoshima. I like the way that sounds. More of an Asian ring to it. He is a French guy with a British accent, so.
Yeah, he lives in the UK. That's crazy. Like, I didn't see him for like a year, like speak to him properly since he's lived in the UK. It's like, how have you got a British accent now? What's going on there? Like,
why are you pretending to be one of us? Get away. Oh, Config. You needed to go sooner, my friend. Flash doesn't get there in time. Kiyoshima is going to take Config down. Cajun. What's the call on this one?
Well, he needs to find a frag back in return here. Teammate dropping his brother in arms in terms of the AWPing role. 5-on-4 now, and once again, FaZe with lots of time to work with here. They know Cajun will be in the window area. This time though, Kiyoshima will not be boosted up. They're actually heading back towards B. That's where the bomb is. That's where MSL is. They'll be jumping up, just trying to get early information. The idea behind this is it's very rare that the team will blow your head off there. Enough to give you just to spot some T's coming in. Decent smoke from MSL, gives them a chance to work with here, but the Molotov will have to force his position as Rain finds another frag.
Does indeed. MSL, though, in the sight, swinging out, will grab the ball momentarily. Nico will get that back in his possession, and FaZe could find 23, or North could find 23. Kerrigan beats Cajun to the kill, though, and that should secure it for them in the post plant. Easy found in the smoke. Two rounds, excuse me, on T side. We'll swap it over, Henry. Magic number 25. 24, we do it again.
Thank you, Matthew Maths. That's what we call him.
Maths to you.
Maths to you, that's good. We'll call you that when you're working things out like this. It's good to keep track of it. But FaZe now, to make things simpler, they've got a 2-1 lead. They need 2 rounds in the second half to win, 1 for the draw. Quadruple overtime.
Quadruple overtime.
Get into it then, shall we? The games, they're not waiting so long in the halftime breaks anymore. So we're going to get straight back into it. Have a look at the buys. I don't think Carragher will bring out the Order Sniper once again. He tried it before in the previous overtime. Goes to the M4 this time. Single AWP set up. 1 round to find the draw. FaZe could go aggressive here. Haven't really seen that much of this sort of aggressive push towards middle from FaZe. Maybe this is the time to bring it out and just find that first pick and see what it can pull back here. MSL though, looking to shut it down. Fast play towards middle for him. Molotov in the connector. Ali's been boosted up now towards short. We'll see whether he can find his first pick. The flashbang is good though, and he's still in the open. Really takes a risk head off, falling back when the flash comes in, but Carrigan steps up towards Palace, aggressively pushed up, and manages to get out Cage. Instead of 4-on-4, anyone's round.
Anyone's round indeed. But round starting to lead in the way of FaZe to get to that 24th, to have 2 chances at the map point this time. What a novel concept. But just continues his way through and past the couches. It's usually where I chill out and watch playoff hockey. Toronto's going to lose tonight because they're Toronto. Kiyoshima getting MSL down in the site. He's going to back off as well and get behind the van. They've got to consider this, but the crossfire is set with a boost inside. And it's Nico and Kiyoshima that are going to make sure it's 24 rounds. We're 1 to go for FaZe.
1 to go. We'll see whether they can hold their nerve. Chad's getting fired up over the analyst desk.
Yeah, I'm getting sick of him.
Yeah, me too. Could someone escort him out of the building? Maybe. He's just a big FaZe fan, I think. That's why he's cheering right now.
So bias, I get it.
Yeah, to some extent. But we'll let him get away with it for now. 24-22. Once you go. Fast play towards middle once again. AZ and MSL trying to use their flashbangs to gain some map control towards his position, but Ali wants to push through the smoke. Flashbangs are good this time. He gave his kill away nice and early in the beginning of the last round, but looking to challenge a bit more, but MSL to strike back. 5-on-4, this time in North's favor.
Config. He's waiting to try and push back behind the cinder blocks. Alu, meanwhile, is posted up and going to get a free one. Oh, I take it back. It was slow. Cajun's able to find the kill instead. It's now a 2-man advantage, but Rain and Kerrigan go to work. And Kerrigan will retreat to the confined to be psyched to allow Nico back in. He's got 2. This could be it, Henry.
This should be it.
This lovely, divine evening is going to come to a close. Our dinner date on Easter has ended as Rain will take down Cajun B. And FaZe come back from being down 11-4, I believe it was, in the first half, and went out 2-0 on the evening.
Nothing separating these two mammoths of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and it goes right down to the wire. They're triple overtime, but FaZe just about edge it past them. And they'll actually take the 2-0 here, man.
Yeah,
That's
which
big.
North's going to be quite upset about. They were third in the standings. This will drop them down.
Such a long evening for them and can't actually find a map at all. Losing the first one, 16-14. Then they had that huge lead as well. I think they were 14-7 at one point here on Mirage. Couldn't close it out.
Yeah,
And
I agree. As you would say, you hate to see it.
You hate to see it. Breaks my heart. All that jazz. Jason, what did you think?
Bloody hell. 3 overtimes. That is intense stuff.
It's great to be done and dusted.
Yeah.
That is, well, here's the thing. We figured it out. We now know that FaZe were letting this go to these overtimes just so they could get Kerrigan a win on his birthday. Past the stroke of midnight, it is now Kerrigan's birthday. I don't know how old he is, but happy birthday to him. He was born in
1990, so he's a year old, a year younger than me.
He's a 90s baby.
He's a year younger than me, so that would make him 27 years
You're
of
a
age.
90s baby as well.
I'm 89. If he was a
I'm
year
90.
older.
Yeah. Listen, it's like...
Oh, maths is hard, and you just did it on there.
So happy birthday,
We've done
Kerrigan.
it now, haven't we? Take it away. Yeah.
He grinded out that win. You know, he had
Yeah,
some
that
really
OT.
good. To get them into overtime, he had some fantastic performances. 2 really good rounds back to back, actually.
Yeah, the
But then
1v1
from
as
the
well.
clutches.
Yep.
Yeah, and then like Cajun as well. He was having some heroic efforts. He was opening up with some great AWP picks, but North weren't able to capitalize and convert when they needed to. Everyone had flares of brilliance, but it was just one of those things that was just so back and forth the whole game.
Yeah, it felt like a bit of a, whoever turned up on the T side for the start of it. It was kind of
11-4,
weird.
11-4.
That opening kind of, I guess, foray into the matchup felt all T side based, then OT happened.
Yeah.
You thought, oh, okay, finally they ground out a couple more on the CT side. Didn't seem to matter in the end, and it all kind of spun around. So yeah, bit of a slog of a game, but individually you felt that maybe FaZe just had that little more to bring up.
I'm disappointed we didn't have 4 overtimes.
I am a little bit as well. That felt like it could really have been
on the
something
distance.
in like in the history books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had some legs to it for sure. Yeah, this is gonna be big news for standings. This is gonna be good stuff. So FaZe
Massive for FaZe, actually. Because they were out of the top 6, weren't they?
I think they were 7th.
Yeah.
So this will
puts
probably
them-
put them up in the top 6. We'll see as soon as those are ready. We'll actually just bring up today's results right off the bat in case you guys were just tuning in for this marathon. We had
There
Fnatic
it
taking
is.
out Hellraisers 2-0, and then obviously FaZe winning both their maps against North. I think the last 3 maps of tonight actually were 11-4 at half, and they were all comebacks. So some resilience.
A few rounds of Counter-Strike played this evening.
Yeah, fair few.
G2 also beats Mouse Sports 2-0, and actually VP and NIP were the only teams to split their series today. There are 2 maps. We'll take a look at the standings. This is how things shifted. Virtus Pro has moved, NIP has moved up 2, Hellraisers have dropped 3, FaZe in that 6th spot.
Yep.
Is that right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they were out of the top 6 initially.
No,
I'm not
the
100%
NIP one
sure.
because, well, yeah, because they went 1-1, so that could be right. Either way, this looks good.
This looks more normal.
Because G2 won their game,
Yeah.
so that put them up. Yeah, so I think everyone else moved up as well, obviously. So you
Okay,
kind of,
yeah.
I think the knock-on effect would have.
If we were to
made something.
rewind, this was upside down a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
you know,
no,
we
it's
had
mad, isn't
teams
it?
like Heroic were up there. You know, Envious were doing really well in the early part of the season. LDRC and King were both in the middle of the pack, and now it looks normal. Now we have
Yeah.
the teams where they should be.
Stabilized a bit.
Well, I mean, let's do it this way, because Penta is now 3rd place in Pro League. So
Yep.
if they were to play the game right now, they'd be playing Envy for a chance at
Ooh.
getting into the Pro League. And I don't think they'd be too unhappy with that. I think that's a doable.
What else do we have going on? So Big have to play Godsend, and the winner of that match qualifies
the
for
winner
Pro
of
League.
that match gets into
They're
Pro
the
League.
auto
next season.
qualifier,
They're the
right?
auto qualifier.
Big have done a lot in a short amount of time.
They have,
Since,
they have
Gob
done.
and Legio
Gob
and
has done
stuff
good
have
stuff.
returned to Europe.
Berlin.
Are they in Berlin?
I think
Not
the
yet,
organization
they're
is
moving
Berlin.
to,
Okay,
yeah. I
not
think they're
there
in
yet.
transit soon to move there.
NA schedule tonight. If you're sticking around, if you're feeling awake, check this out. Immortals versus CLG. That'll be cool. SK taking on Team Liquid. Some big, heavy-hitting organizations over in the North American region. Definitely scope those out. We'll see how Twist is now playing with Team Liquid, see how he does against one of the better teams in the region. I think, SK dropped 1-1 last night against Cloud9. I could be wrong on that one.
No, I'm so sure.
This is going to be Tuesday next week. FaZe versus Mouse Sports. NIP taking on Astralis. Really cool stuff there. We'll get more FaZe and against a Mouse Sports team that is still just clinging on to their playoff hopes, which is good to see. So battling.
I thought Renegades were playing Winter Fox tonight.
They're not? Yeah, you're way into this fantasy thing. This has big implications.
No, well, they're on here, and Lauren has Justin in her team,
Yeah.
so I'm not
JKS
sure.
for those of you who
Yep.
aren't personally
And
acquainted.
they
That's
just
right,
added.
Kenny's done all right
They
anyway.
just added
so-
Nexa and Nifty.
Yeah, no, that's
next
quite a cool
interview.
addition.
I know Yanko's happy about another Serbian guy getting into the pro scene.
I just want to see them win.
Do you?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
That'd be good.
That's it. That's the show. It's been great. It's been a lot of fun. This week has been lovely. Make sure to tune in on Tuesday night. We're going to get out of here. We're going to go have some sodas, and we'll see you guys next week.